At Home with Lucas here. So you're probably wondering, why is this guy standing on his side yard under an umbrella in the rain? Well, it decided to never stop raining in Indiana. It's been raining for several days and I need to get this video out. So we're gonna be talking about this bad boy right here. That is the Giraffe Tool 82-foot 1/2-inch hose beast right there. These things are absolutely amazing. They have the ability to retract the 85 feet all the way back in there. It also comes with an amazing sprayer, and it comes with some other stuff to mount it or to basically hammer it down into your grass. So these things are designed to make your life easier, or at least that's what I hope. I've been looking at this bad boy for a couple years now, and I finally got my hands on one, and this is the new model. So this thing basically just sits on the ground. It doesn't bolt to the side of your house or bolt to a structure like some of their other ones out there. So this one is designed for renters. It's designed for people who really just want to set up a hose and keep on going. I had a 50-foot hose over here last year, and that thing literally covered so much space, and it looked horrible. No matter what you did, you could not keep it from kinking or keep it from like getting stuck somewhere. It was bad. So in this video, we're gonna be putting this bad boy to the At Home with Lucas test to figure out, is it any good? Should you buy it or maybe skip it altogether? I'm here for you, so I don't have to waste your time buying and returning. All right, let's get out of this rain and jump into this review. All right, let's take a look at this bad boy right quick. So this is a retractable hose with 1/2-inch water hose. That is awesome right there, people. This, of course, is the name of the company right here. There's an outline of what's to come in the box. All right, let's go ahead and get inside this box, people. All right, that's everything that comes in the box. You have the hose reel with the 82 feet of hose inside of there. That's your connection hose for your spigot. You have a sprayer right there and some hardware down over here. Okay, and that's how it looks when it's fully assembled. You just clip that thing on there. It's supposed to hold the hose, but it doesn't really hold it. It's a little bit too big for this hose. I don't know if it's for multiple hoses, different sizes, but right now it kind of just does this and lets it flop back on the ground, which is a little bit funny. But nonetheless, it's doing somewhat of a job. This thing is a little bit strange. It is designed to only sit on the floor. You have your stakes for your garden, and then you have some bolts if you want to bolt this in to something that's not soil underneath. You have a handle up here, which is really cool. And then this whole thing swivels on the base at the bottom. It can do a 360, so it can swivel all the way around, which is cool because if you're pulling it from one part of your yard to another part of your yard, it's just gonna swivel over, because this is where the hose comes out right here. So this thing is not wall mountable. I thought it was. I was gonna put it right there on the wall. All their other ones are wall mounted, and I think this is the one that they're kind of saying is the easiest. You literally just thread it in, and then you thread it in on the side over here. They give you quite a lot of hose. I'm guessing some people are going to hook it onto their spigot and then move it all the way down, but I kind of want it right underneath it for some reason. I don't know, I might move it in the future, but that's kind of how it's going to look in your yard, kind of like something that just sits on the ground. It's definitely better than a rolled up bunch of hose, and you know, once you hammer those stakes in the ground, it shouldn't move at all, and that's what we're gonna do right now and get this thing going. Okay, first major use for this thing is going to be spraying chemicals and whatnot onto my lawn. So there's two reasons why my other hose was absolutely terrible. One reason was it was only 50 feet, so it couldn't reach to the other side of my property. The other reason was it would always get stuck on the side of the house as I was pulling it around, and it was super annoying. So I'm hoping that this thing is gonna fix that entirely. Of course, it's 82 feet, so it's gonna fix the fact that I only had a 50-footer and couldn't reach to the other side of my property. So here we go. We're gonna be just pulling this out and seeing how easy it works and getting the yard taken care of. Okay, so I'm just gonna pull on this and it's gonna swing out and follow me. That's coming out pretty easily. It's getting a little stiff right now as I'm pulling on it. I always come out a little bit further than I need to, and then I make my turn. Okay, it's fully locked it into place right there. Okay, so this is gonna be interesting to see how this works. I'm gonna pull on I'm gonna pull on the hose. Okay, it's definitely gotten stuck. That's where the other one would get stuck. So there's a way to fix this. You get a little hose wheel. You stake it into the ground and the hose basically catches on it and then it pulls it much easier. Okay, so now I'm just gonna repeat what I did before, pull this out. And then I've tugged on it nice and tight. And there you go, you can see it coming out this way, over that way, all the way back over here. So it's not coming out as easily as I would have liked. And we still have plenty of hose in there. Okay, I'm gonna stand basically at the corner of the house and we're gonna pull again. This is also the first time this thing is ever unwound. Okay, there we go. We got a whole bunch more hose out. And there you go. That is the 82 feet right there, fully pulled out. Now let's walk around the house. Okay, so this is where my old hose used to stop, right in this area here. And I could basically only spray like this. So let's go ahead and walk it down. Okay, we definitely have decent water pressure. That's good. It's definitely spraying out as far as my other hose would. I like that. Okay, this is kind of cool. I have all this hose here. I'm trying to not get any of the iron on the hose itself because I don't want it on there. So I'm able to just basically pull this, suck all that back in, and then keep spraying because I don't need that much. Okay, so first use done. Definitely was kinking a lot, so that's interesting. I don't know if it's because it's been rolled up for so long and it needs to unroll and get, you know, used to being fully straight and then rolled back up. I don't know, but it was definitely kinking. It did come undone just by pulling on it, which was nice. So I don't know if that's just by design. It's gonna twist and then kink and then unroll. So that was interesting. It definitely pulls out a lot harder than I would have thought. So it takes a little bit more effort. You almost want to, if you're going around a corner like I am, you almost want to just pull it all out real quick. So you have all the hose right here and then just start walking. But nonetheless, it definitely did a good job. It's not terrible. And first use is always a learning use. So I'm definitely learning a lot about this hose. But there we go. I got the yard sprayed. I don't believe I got a single drop of that on this hose, which was awesome because that's not easy to do. Usually you're just basically like, okay, the chemicals are going to cover my hose at a certain point. You just can't help it. But this was great. I was able to pull it, it would suck it back in, and then I was able to pull it again and it would stop where I wanted it to. So that was good. Let's go through the sprayer real quick. This thing is very simple, but it's really cool. You got a place for your finger to go right here. You slide this up to the plus and it starts to spray out. You come down here and you have the ability to do a shower. You have the ability to shoot out a jet, a cone, a soaker. You have flat. And then you have mist, which is actually really cool. And then you have a center sprayer, which is like a bunch of jets. And then you have an angle, which is actually really cool if you're trying to clean out your gutters. And then you have a vertical. And then back to your shower. So it's really loaded with a lot of different adjustments on there. And then you can, of course, minus it. Where you have just the smallest amount, just like that, or push it straight up, full blast, and then all the way off. So it's really intuitive, it's really cool. You can use 2 thumbs if you want to. You can of course slide it with 2 different hands. So really cool, I like it a lot. Okay, from this right here to that is 32 more feet. This is 50 feet. That's 82 feet. Which one would you choose? I think I'm going with that. Okay, let's take a minute to talk about how easy it is to pull this thing out and back in. So you can see right there, you can literally just pull on it and it pulls back in, or you can pull back on it and then let it kind of drop, if you will. So you pull out and it goes back in, and then you pull and then you let it drop and it locks it into place. So it's pretty intuitive, really, really simple. And then let's talk about how it swivels. So you literally just pull it to the right, swivels to the right, you pull it to the left, swivels to the left. So it's really simple and it does a great job. Okay, I've been using this thing for long enough that I think I have a full star rating for you guys. And let's just start off with the build quality. So this thing seems to be built really solid on the internals, but if we come around to the outside over here, you can actually see where the lettering is wiping off. It looks like some of the orange on there is starting to already fade. This gets a good amount of morning sun. As you can see right now, it's like 9 a.m. So this thing has been hit by morning sun all day long. You can also see down here, the screw has started to rust right there. This thing has not been outside for more than maybe a month at the most. And it's already starting to show a lot of wear and tear and whatnot. I did end up putting all of this mulch right here and cutting out all the grass. That's something you'll probably have to do if you put this on your lawn. If you don't want to have to trim around it all the time, you're going to want to put it, what I did is I just put it down there and I basically just cut the grass out all the way around it, so it ends up looking like that right there, which I think looks really nice. This door right here likes to pop off, so definitely take note of that. The end is somewhat annoying to put back on, so I think they could update that in the future. Like I said, the internals are all really solid. The hose definitely kinks a little bit more than I would like, and it definitely likes to sort of wind back up in this position, so definitely take note of that. Also, this being super long is a little bit annoying. I don't know if they could give you a shorter version and a long version, so you had two, but for me personally, too much hose. But because this is the first gen version of this model, I'm going to give it a higher star rating because I know that they're going to update this in the future and it's going to get better. So this one right here is pre-production, so they sent it out to me before it was released to everyone else. So I'm going to give it a solid 4.5 star rating. I'm going to say that I would give it a 5-star rating, but I feel like it could be updated a little bit here and there and it would become something that is absolutely amazing. But the fact that you can just set this up in a matter of seconds and away you go, that's awesome. You don't have to bolt it to your house or do anything crazy like that, like all their other products. I will be reviewing some of their other products in the future, so definitely subscribe to this channel if you want to see more from this. I'm definitely going to try to get one that goes up there. But for now, I think this looks really cool. I like it a lot. So solid star rating, highly recommended to everyone out there. Buy it. All right, there you go. That is the Giraffe Tool 82 footer. Hopefully you enjoyed this video. If you did, definitely click that like button. And if you want to join the Adam Lucas family, hit that subscribe button and I will catch you in the next one. Bye-bye.